Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Empire Total War. As some of you may know, I just got a kind of message thing. As some of you may know, I recently kind of, I don't know, temporarily canceled, if you will, Metro Last Light because people really weren't watching it or anything. So I just heard like a bang in my house. That's not good. I'm gonna go check that out. Alright, yeah, no idea what that banging was. No one's in my house. So, anyway, yeah, as some of you may know, if you watched, Tundra Defense Part 26, I believe, I put Metro Last Light on a temporary or possibly, permanent cancellation because, people just weren't watching it really, so, I thought I would start like an Age of Empires series to, make up for my third series no longer being upgraded, or not upgraded, uploaded, and, yeah, I play Age of Empires 3 like all the time in my free time, so I'm just kind of tired of it, and I don't really feel like doing a Let's Play of it right now, so instead I'm going to try this game. This is a game I've had for a while, and it's a turn-based strategy game where, well, as you can see here, we've got India, and then Europe and America, and you can see all the territory marks or whatever, that's places you can capture. And basically with the game mode being world domination, we're going to have to capture and hold 40 regions by the end of the year 1799, including the region shown, which is just Poland, which is that, I think. But anyway, we're going to start out as Poland. I usually go with Russia, but whenever I start with Russia, I always have to go into a war with Sweden, and that's usually a pretty long, drawn-out war, and I'm pretty tired of that war, so I'm not going to do it. But anyway, yeah, let us begin. The gameplay options are all set up. Yeah, I don't want advisor help because they're just annoying. Anyway, let us begin. So anyway, since this is turn-based, this is going to be probably a little more boring than you guys are used to, so I do apologize about that. But this is a pretty fun strategy game, and I enjoy it. So, you know, we'll give it a shot.
Your first priority should be to keep the fragile Commonwealth together. There are many threats to its security from all sides. Prussia has imperial ambitions and desires to connect its fractured territory. Sweden and Russia are squaring up for war, while the Austrian Empire already controls much of the region and may expand eastward. It is unlikely that the territories of Poland-Lithuania will survive entirely unscathed, and your borders must be well defended. Polish territory is also under threat from the south. Galicia and Podolia borders the Crimea, Belarus and Volhynia borders Russia. The Ottoman Empire may renew their quest for a greater European foothold. If so, there will inevitably be clashes with both Russia and Austria, so a wily national leader could secure a Black Sea port from the Crimea. This would give Poland a clear line of trade to the Baltic and make it considerable.
You know what, lady? If you're just going to talk for days, I'm not going to sit around and listen. So anyway, let's take a quick look around, see what we've got. And by the way, didn't start a goddamn timer because I never do that. Ever. Alright. Mode and timer. There we go. Alright. Anyway, so we're this red character here. Not that dark red and not that pretty bright red, but kind of a maroon actually, I'd say. Anyway, we need to we definitely need to set up some national defenses here at least, especially on this front. I do not trust the Ottomans, not for 1 second. They always want to go to war with friggin' Russia, and they really don't care who gets in their way, they're gonna kill them. So, you know, I'm gonna try not to really dick the Ottomans over until I'm completely ready for the long, drawn-out war that is going to accompany that. And we'll be trying to fight some proxy wars. If you guys don't know what a proxy war is, it's kind of funding somebody else's war. Like they're fighting a war and you support their cause, so you fund them and you give them military training and all that. We'll be doing that to some nations that I agree with. But my history here in these years, they started about 1776 when my nation was founded. So I don't know too much about the history of the world in these times and Europe and all that stuff. So if I accidentally end up supporting like the side that brutalized an innocent population and perhaps committed some genocide, then I apologize. I just didn't know about it. Anyway, Lithuania. No. Where's Poland? No. Okay, whatever. Just go into Lithuania. And we will start recruiting an army of... Really, all I can recruit is militia? Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Whatever. Oh, no, there's Warsaw, Poland. Alright. Okay. So, our main army is going to start from Warsaw. Most definitely. Because Warsaw is our delicious capital. And it seems like a fine place. We've got 4 gentlemen here, so... Oh, I've only got 600 gold left. Okay. Well, let's see who... Oh, wait, Austria. I'm gonna end up going to war with them pretty soon, so I'm not gonna bother. Because they're just gonna get pissed and then, you know, just say, no, we don't want to trade anymore. 130, that's completely acceptable. Alright, I'm gonna end the turn right now. And by the way, we kind of have to sit around after I end the turn and watch the other people move around. But it's, you can... you can turn that option off to where you don't have to watch everybody take their turn, but I usually leave it on because it gives you a tactical view, you know, it lets you know what's happening and people don't really sneak up on you when you can watch their every move. But anyway, after the end of every turn, we just kind of have to sit here a minute. I guess this could be story time, if I ever think of any decent stories, which probably won't. So, you know. Okay, we're done. Alright. Let's see here. How is the army doing? So, the way I focus my armies is we've got light artillery, or we go light with artillery, light with cavalry, and very heavy with infantry. So, I usually do, like, mainly infantry-based, Wait a minute. These Uhlans. Those Uhlans, man, they just shatter everybody. Alright. That's fine. So we're gonna have to wait, like, I don't know, a couple turns at least for our army to, or a lot more than a couple turns, to be honest. But we're gonna have to wait a while for our army to, oh, let's start some research as well. Let's do it in military, because we're gonna have a pretty bloody war with Austria, I get the feeling. And let me, no, not government. Hold on, who am I at war with? Barbary States and the Pirates. Okay, so basically no one. And Courland and Saxony are my protectorates, or whatever those are called. So, where is, Prussia? Oh, they're unfriendly. Can we have an alliance, sir? Prussian blood and Prussian sacrifice have hollowed our lands. We will not let marching armies besmirch that sacrifice. Well, I wasn't gonna march my armies into your town or anything like that, so I don't know what the hell you're doing. Whatever, I'm just gonna end the turn, you know, because everybody's being a douche, so. But yeah, it'll pick up eventually. Once we get our army, we're gonna march right into, are you kidding me? What the hell is this? Yeah, no, that's one of the worst offers I've ever been offered, Leopold the First. But anyway, yeah, things are going to pick up once we get an army, because we're probably just going to march right into Austria and start taking them down, because, within the game, yeah, in Sweden, I guess I'm not really going to war with them, as far as I can tell, so, whatever. Yeah. Sorry about the long pauses. I forgot to mention I'm very tired. I've been up for literally over a day, so I'm almost delusionally tired. It's not that cool. It's honestly not that cool. Anyway, let's fill this recruitment bar up with fresh new soldiers. They're gonna go fight the wars, or the one war at least. I don't know how many we're gonna have. Probably a lot, because we do have to capture 40 regions. You know, I'm just saying. A weaver's caught it. Where's my school? Is it right here? Yeah, okay. You get in there, old man. Because you make schools research things faster. Let's check out our lists as well. Do we have a fleet? No. Oh, I'm a landlocked country, am I not? No, I'm not. I have a coast. This place doesn't have a dock, though. And, where's the other and that place? Yeah, I am actually landlocked. Oh, man, that's terrible. That's terrible. No, yep. Sorry, I'm paying attention to these messages I'm getting. Alright. What is going on in the world? Basically nothing. How's the Eastern Front looking? It's not really a front because we're not at war, so. Anyway, you gentlemen, I don't have enough money to build a fort, so you just kind of sit over there. That's fine. That's completely acceptable. You gentlemen just max and relax over there. Get paid, you know, things like that. Gotta have your slice of bread and, I don't know, piece of ham a day. I don't know what the rations were in 1701 for the Polish army. Probably like a cheese wedge and a piece of bread or something. I actually enjoy eating cheese with bread. I don't think I would mind getting that as a ration at all. I might be a little happy, as a matter of fact. Build a fort there. So, anyway, the main thing I do with my military, or the main overall general basic plan that I use with my military, regardless of what country it is I usually have like a professional force that has little to no militia, like these guys, pikemen, or whatever. Or actually, they're not militia, they're trained, but these guys, militia. 2nd Regiment of Militia. Yeah, don't really put too many of those in the unit. Like this unit right here in Warsaw, we'll just call them the 1st Army or the 1st Corps. Or we'll just call them I Corps. Yeah, I Corps and then 2 Corps and shit like that. Alright, anyway. We'll call them I Corps, and they're going to be my main army, which is my offensive army, and they're going to be comprised of mainly professional soldiers like the line infantry here and the regiments of horse and all that stuff. And then my secondary army, which I'm thinking is going to be these guys over here, they're kind of for, you know, national defense. Like, they can't respond to an emergency that's all the way across the country. But what their main purpose is if we lose a region, I've already got a readily available army that's just sitting around that I can send in to go take back the region. So they're just kind of like the National Guard, if you will, of the United States, except we're in Poland. So they're the National Guard of Poland. Quite basically. And this recruitment is not going very fast at all, you know, I will just say that. I'm just going to toss that right out there for anyone willing to listen. It's not really going fast at all. So anyway, if you've never played this game, basically what usually happens in the beginning, which is about 1701 to 1705, and you can see the timer right here, the year right there. Russia and Sweden go to war. Sweden usually destroys Denmark, and I think it's Norway, that maroonish thing above Sweden, which is this blue country here. They usually destroy those two nations, and it really depends on the Russian front what they do. Sometimes they'll advance into Russia, sometimes Russia will go take some of their land. You know, it all really depends. So a bunch of alliances were broken. War's been declared. Prussia and Austria. Okay, so there starts the war. The war that we're most likely going to be a part in, because those are both our neighbors fighting in our neighborhood, quite basically. So it's really not cool, you know. It's not the best thing to let an invading army, or not an invading army, just an opposing force, really, just kind of chill around your neighborhood. I wouldn't approve, honestly. Let me get another cannon, and another Ulan unit. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I get the feeling people still don't really want a trade agreement with me. Whatever. I could try and go secure Crimea like that lady said earlier, but I'm pretty sure that would just start a war with the Ottomans, and then that would be, like, coupled with the Austrian war. I wouldn't be able to fight that war, most likely. Like, that's a heavy-ass two-fronted war. Or a two-sided war. I don't know. Two fronts. A war with two fronts, yeah. And, you know, that usually doesn't work. Not if you're just one nation fighting two empires. Well, I'm a slight empire, at least. I've got some decent land and, you know, things. So let us recruit some more militia for this unit. We probably need 2 more, and then I dare say that whatever. I dare say that an artillery fort is necessary. Yes. Alright, I think pretty much all my roads are upgraded, except for West Prussia. I didn't do anything over there. Alright, the army needs 9 more. So that's... what? Okay, whatever. I don't know what that's going on about. I guess, the militia or whatever that we got for our National Guard unit was, trained in Poland, or they're being trained in Poland. I don't know. Oh yeah, I never really explained what else happened. I just went over Russia and Sweden. Anyway, the Ottomans and Russia, I'm pretty sure they start the game already at war. Like, they don't declare war on each other during the game. They were already at war when the game started, I guess. So, I don't know if that's historically accurate. That's just how the game portrays it. But, there's this buffer zone here known as Crimea, which Russia usually takes without a problem, and then the Ottomans and Russia, even though having a front right beside each other, right here and right here, they usually don't attack each other. So, even though they're at war, sometimes they just declare peace without absolutely any bloodshed for the Ottomans or the Russians. Or for the Ottomans, the Russians usually do have some bloodshed taking Crimea. But anyway, the Barbary states down here are a bunch of goddamn degenerate pirates who are the protectorate or whatever of the Ottomans, so you can't just roll in and destroy them, or you've got a war with the Ottoman Empire on your hands. So it's basically state-sponsored piracy by the Ottomans, which is, you know, pretty a pretty cool choice. I really approve of that. State-sponsored piracy. That's cool, you know. Back in my day, things of that nature. Anyway, I think we're pretty much done, so I'll just end the turn again. It's only a mere 1703. We've still got, what, 97 years to complete our objective, which is 40 regions. We probably already have, well, we already have 5. That's all we have. Great. Yep, and I forgot to finish it again. Anyway, Austria, they usually go just, like, land crazy in Western Europe. They start just attacking all those little small nations there, like the one zone nations that only have one region or one province, if you will, to their name. And they also start a war with Prussia, or Prussia starts a war with them. I'm not exactly sure what happens. And sometimes the Ottomans will declare war on Austria because of, I don't know, border skirmishes or something like that. And the Barbary states always try and get you to pay for a peace treaty, which is bullshit. I just always refuse it. And eventually they offer it to you for free, and then you take that, and then later on, whenever you want to, you go and surprise attack them and kill them and the Ottomans for their state-sponsored piracy, which, pretty sure in 1703 there was probably an international law against state-sponsored piracy. But whether people regularly followed that or not, I don't know. How is the I Corps looking now? Yeah, so anyway, primary unit or a primary army here is I Corps, and then our secondary unit over here is 2 Corps. So yeah. And by the way, I plan to calculate all the death in battles I partake in, and then tally them into a total for whatever war I was fighting. Like with Austria, it's going to be casualties of their deaths of the war in Austria, and then I'm going to total up all the battles and show you, you know, which side lost however many men and all that. Just a little something extra I can do without really any problem, because my phone has a calculator on it, so my brain isn't required to do anything at all. And you know, that really works out in the long run. But I would really like another school. I might as well go around and start upgrading whatever I can city-wise, so we give it some more taxes to pay for our future war effort, if you will, because it's coming on. It's coming on strong, I'll tell you that much. The time will soon be upon us when the young men of Poland are sent off to defend again. They're not going to be defending, I'll tell you that, because Austria isn't going to